Hi, it's April the 8th. It's Friday, April the 8th, 2022. It's about 80 degrees outside. It's really nice. I'm hanging out with my hound, Stella's. That's what we'd be doing. I wanted to talk about something interesting, something productive, I think. Well, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Just an idea popping in my head, popping on in my brain. It popped in my brain. My idea was Turkmenistan top 2, right? Every Tuesday night coming at you from Darvaza gas crater in the country of what? Turkmenistan, baby. Whoop whoop. Hey, just a little heads up as part of the safety briefing. In order to be allowed to attend the main event on Tuesdays in Turkmenistan, in addition to the mandatory safety training, in addition to the mandatory attire, all people eligible upon successful completion of the safety training will be fitted for uniform attire for the Turkmenistan Tuesday top 2 toss off the earth. Turkmenistan Tuesday top 2 toss off the earth. So T6 to the E, T6 to the E event. What started out as T3 turned into T4, and now people, we're having a T6 plus a E. Okay, so it's a lot of changes in a very short period of time, and we haven't even ordered the appropriate catapult chairs just yet. So just know there's more goodness like this coming up. And so what's so great about it? Well, in addition to the mandatory trainings for safety and the mandatory uniform for safety and the mandatory not just a clothing part of the uniform, but the mandatory footwear part, the mandatory selected list, only certain brands of boots are going to be allowed, and the mandatory hairstyle chart. You have to do your hair like you're in the military, like when it's supposed to be, like how it was supposed to be before they had all these changes and stuff. To, just don't take it personally or nothing. It's just that some people don't have jobs where they really have to work that hard, so they can like wear their hair down, and then other people have positions where they might get hot shit on them. And if you're in a position where you might get hot shit on you, you shouldn't have your hair down. You have to put your hair up. You have to rock a bun, an Ayatollah bun. I call it my Muammar Gaddafi bun. My don't piss me off, like, 'cause I have my Gaddafi bun. If Gaddafi would have had hair, what kind of hair would he have worn to work? I believe he would have done the power bun. Slicks back, shiny everywhere, nice thick bun in the back. I don't care if it's big, as long as it's not too incumbent upon the headgear. It can look like you got a pancake back there. Have your bun so big it looks like a pancake. I'm talking thick plaits of braids just round and round. You got so much hair. Make it look like a cobra on the back of your head. As long as you can get the headgear on. So this was the thing though about Turkmenistan that people are going to have a difficult time with, but it's what gives it that extra spice and that something different, that it factor that you're not going to get with other events anywhere else on the planet. What's the it factor? Well, we talked about safety requirements and training requirements in order to meet the mandatory safety prerequisites for all eligible attendees to any Turkmenistan toss event at Darvaza gas crater. Was one more, and it's this one. Everyone there for the event to witness the top 2 getting tossed every Tuesday, you're not allowed to communicate any subjective data for you or anyone else. You cannot be attempting to initiate your own creation of subjective data, nor are you allowed to endorse anyone else's. Unlawful for Turkmenistan, unlawful for Darvaza gas crater, subjective experiences. If anyone is caught by our surveillance partaking in the subjective creation of experiences while at Darvaza gas crater, we're going to immediately notify our quiet team of security that will be in the crowds with you, that you may or may not see or notice. Some of our security guards will be dressed like vegetation, local vegetation, which is like sand. They'll be like sand, and you won't see them. And when they see that you violated per drone, closed caption drone footage, because we have fake birds flying in the sky and fake clouds also, and fake trees, of course. Everyone knows that cell phone companies use Lego trees, towers, they put in with regular vegetation and local landscapes everywhere. That's a mainstay of concealing and having a more natural landscape possible, working with nature. And so working with the nature of the Turkmenistan Top 2 weekly Tuesday night event is that one requirement, that one final requirement: no subjective experience communications allowed while at the Darvaza gas crater. And if you are caught, no one's going to say anything to you. Our security will just rise up from the sand, because that's what's surrounding the pit, sand. They just rise up like, something from, like that. Just rising up from the sand. And they're going to come after you. They're going to tackle you to the ground. Okay, you're going to get more sand. You're going to eat some more sand. You're going to, if you breathe, it'll be an interesting feat if you'll be able to breathe with all that sand that you're going to have your face shoved into. And what they're going to eventually do, the whole point of tackling you, is going to be to chloroform you, so we can restrain you into one of the catapult chairs, get you into a quick... Has anybody heard of a Kendrick's extrication device? A Kendrick's, K to the E to the N to the D to the R to the I to the C to the K to the apostrophe S. A Kendrick's extrication device, a KEDS device, is a type of backboard used to secure someone and stabilize their spine when they're being moved from a seated position out of a motor vehicle. And you'll be strapped to a similar type of device via Posey restraint vest. Anybody familiar with Posey? P to the O to the S to the E to the Y. Posey is a brand name for a company that manufactures for hospitals all over the world, probably also including Ukraine, where they take the babies fresh from their mommies and harvest their organ parts and send them to the Biden Biolab in Ukraine. Yeah. Oh, that's just a good thought. Think of all that money they probably make over there, harvesting the body parts in those hospitals. You went in to have a baby. You believed that hospitals were safe. It's your first child. You're 17. You're a Ukrainian female. You have a very quick, precipitous labor and delivery. It's so quick, You wake up so tired, so thirsty. It's okay, wait, shh. Hush, hush, hush. Hush, 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 hush. Hush. Baby's fine. A couple hours go by. Drink. Drink. You drink some water. You get some food. You keep asking about the baby, but you never see it. Finally, the next day, they tell you to go home. And you're like, where's my baby? And baby died. We kept you here so you could mourn. That's why we were feeding you and giving you liquids, because we knew you were not doing well. We thought you knew. It's unfortunate you were so out of it. Maybe next time, darling. You go home and get some rest now. Get out. We cannot take care of you anymore, okay? We have more people coming to have baby. And that's why President Putin had to bomb all those hospitals in Ukraine, I believe. Nobody ever wants to bomb hospitals. When have you ever heard about that in history, where somebody was like, we're bombing all these hospitals? That's deliberate. Why? There's a reason for that, okay? They're Christian over there. in Russia, the predominant religion is Christianity. That means they don't agree with, harming life either. All cultures don't agree with harming life. And the biggest harm to life is when you make more people that you had no intention of providing safe conditions for their brain to be trained up in the appropriate information. That way they don't lack in how to behave and how to help themselves and help other people on the planet. All right, there's differences, and then there's things that are the same. All right, and when you are hearing that, hey, all the hospitals, they got bombed, dude, you have to understand, first of all, that's not haphazard, okay? Nobody wants to go to war. All right, he's retired. President Putin has a history of serving for Russian government intelligence, serving with them, providing government intelligence. Now he's the head of that same government that he provided intel, that he was raised by. So you have to respect the positions that people have earned that they weren't born into, okay? So he's been doing the job for a while, and he's been doing awesome. And so he didn't lose his mind, all right? He's not nutso and unstable. You know who's unstable? People that have babies that don't have any intention of feeding them the proper information in their brains and keeping them safe with the proper information, nor feeding them in their tummies so they don't starve or get diseases. So that means breastfeeding for the first 6 months, only breast milk, no water, no nothing else, no cereal, okay? You are a cow for the first 6 months. You must be. You must be, okay? If you can't be with your baby, pump your milk. And you can't do drugs or anything, because whatever you put in your body, the baby's going to get that. So you just can't do any drugs. So what? That's your opportunity to really help your child, have a good brain, have a good, strong immune system. Fuck you, COVID. Wouldn't that be a great feeling? Anyway, that's what you're supposed to do. And be prepared for, hey, we need a place to live. We need diapers for you. Oh my gosh, we need a place with running water. You poop a lot. Oh shit, what are we doing here? This is not a safe place. Let's get the hell out. All right? So you have to understand, when you hear about older people, he's not a young kid that was given a bunch of power, that's playing with people like they're pawns. Okay? President Putin has grown children in the world, people that he would like to see not destroyed by radiation or assassination, okay? And you have to understand, who are we to put sanction on his daughter? Who are we to put sanctions on his daughter? What the hell is wrong with you, world? You leave his daughters out of it. Don't you even see what's going on? When you understand the reason for why war, then you won't try to attack anyone. But what do you expect from a fake government? You don't even have elected officials, United States of America. Your president, Biden, it's time for him to go bye-bye. He's been biding his time. He need to be biting the bullet now and take a bullet already and go bye-bye. And same thing for Vice President Harris. She also needs to just go ahead, give up the ghost once and for all, Sister Sledge. Get it out. Go away. We don't need you. Get the heck out. Get back in the dirt. Get back in the dirt. Nobody wants you here. Get in the dirt. We don't need you here. We don't. Okay? So when you hear about Ukraine, how do they make a living? How do they buy their food? How do they keep their people happy so that they are safe from harm, so that they have what they need medically? Well, first of all, they don't. They're entirely globally funded by everyone else but their own people. That means they don't work. So all you people that feel sorry for them, it's good that you have a heart and you care. However, you have to be able to say, you're not professional military people, and this is not your field of expertise. You may know emotions, no doubt. However, the profession of arms knows how to put aside your emotions and theirs to do what? To deliver death as appropriate. When you are interfering with someone's ability to resource and to work, you're interfering with the laws of the universe, and that means you can die. When you have a country that's begging on social media for more weapons, please, and you guys are scrambling to fund Ukraine, help them, help them. They don't got what it takes to be a country, you bozos. How about if you want to be your own country, you have to be able to afford your own weapons? How about that, you lawmakers? You're not in charge of shit. Go get in the ground. Go die. You're so old and crusty and don't belong. You're so obsolete, President Biden. You are so beyond expired, Vice President Harris. Seriously. Go away. Go away. Come on, President Putin. Woo woo. Give it up for Putin. Putting them down in the ground. President Putin gotta put the smack down on those useless Ukrainians. You don't want to work. You don't want to develop job skills. No problem. Get in the dirt. We don't need you anymore. We don't need you. We're fine. You can go away now. Yeah. Go away. Bye. Get out. I don't need you anymore. Useless people. They make too many babies. We're talking about other babies. All this time you're making baby. For what? You can't even feed your baby. You don't want to give him the milk? Why? Then why are you having baby? That's the whole point, to take care of baby. So yeah. Look at us all worked up. Look at me, I'm just so crazy. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. So you Hollywood people have a good idea. Yeah, it's bad. What's going on? And the reason why is because lack of birth control and no planning for the economy. The end. He wanted Tom Cruise and cruise missiles, and that's what he got. Stop giving President Zelensky what he wants. Gimme. Doesn't get. You are not that cute. Okay? Vladimir, you're not that cute. No more asking for weapons, everybody else. No more asking for money, everybody else. You need to ask for birth control. You need to ask for forgiveness from President Putin. That's what you should be doing. There's a hierarchy. We are not equal. Okay, we're not all equal when it comes to being politics time. You may be equal in the theater. You may be equal in the audience. You're not equal when it comes to global political matters. So your egalitarianism is not useful here. In the political world, geopolitics, global politics, astropolitics, space politics, internet politics, we are not equal. Don't you ever forget that. We have real power to manage, real force protection to exude. And we should never be equal to anybody. We should always be above. Okay, never forget. If you're not number one, you're done. You better be number one. That means go President Putin. Let's go. Putting them in the ground. Putting them in the ground. Putting them in the ground. Ukraine, die. And I already told you why. Okay, because they don't have an economy. They have no plans for an economy. They only want is more weapons. They only want more airplane, more missile. How stupid does that sound? Yeah, we helped them. We gave them this. Why? They weren't ready for it, huh? How many children have you successfully launched into the world that were not criminals, President Biden? How about you, Vice President Harris? You have no experience at all because you can't even formulate a proper response when being questioned by the very kind press. They really haven't been nasty to anybody. So there's no excuses for any of it. That's all. Me and Stella. Me and my Stella heart dog. Not giving a damn about any of you. Yeah. We don't have to care. We don't have to care. It's a good feeling. We care enough. But we ain't caught up in the thick of it. We ain't in the thick of it. I'm not in the thick of it. I'll never be in the thick of it. I'll be in the thick of some mane. I'll be in the thick of some nails. Some doggy nails. Some puppy nails. I'm gonna be in the thick of it, Stella. Thick of your toenails. I'll be in the thick of your toenails with them clippers. Yeah, it's a good feeling. Yeah. You're not. Ah. It's a good thing. Changes, trying to face the strange changes. Goodbye, you rock and rollers. Goodbye, Dr. Conrad Robert Murray. You're scheduled for doom. Goodbye, Dr. Conrad Robert Murray. I'm coming for you. You thought you'd get away. Nothing we could do. I'm coming for you, Dr. Murray. You are so through. You nothing you can do. Yankee Doodle went to town. Not you. Ha 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 ha.